You ready?
Yeah.
Cool.
Two storied programs set to face off at the Lewis Jackson Memorial Sports Center here. Preseason action and out of league play from the Mission League. It's the Marlborough Mustangs, and of course from the Gold Coast League, it's the Windward Wildcats. They win the tip. And here is Karis Rainey, who's being doubled out of the gate.
Yeah, Rainey going to be the star for the Cats today with Mel Cook still out for the season. Interesting and great putback by Worley to get on the board there.
Yeah, Worley with the bucket there early. Mid-range jumper, and it's heavy defense. Ultimately goes out of bounds. The shot there was from number 4. It was Taylor Ballou, the senior. And now she's going to get it from the 3-point line, but no good. Rainey driving, going to try to do it herself off the glass. No good. Rebound by number 5, Laura Desai. And now it's Ballou to number 1, Amira Muhammad. She's driving, gets the ball stolen away by the freshman Katie Sakamoto inside here. And it's Worley again.
Nice touch on the jump hook by Worley there. Getting good positioning in the paint.
4-0 here early. Cross-court pass there to Muhammad. Over on the wing to Ballou. This time from 3 is good.
Yeah, I need a little bit more of an aggressive closeout by Sakamoto there. Ballou just too calm in the shooting motion.
Karis Rainey, you're going to hear her name a lot tonight. She is one of the best that Windward has, as it's a busy paint there and jump ball going the Mustangs' way. Rainey offers from all over the country and ranked 31st on the ESPN Super 60. So definitely a name you're not just going to hear tonight, but a name you're going to hear for a while. Inside, here's Layla Boykin on the end there to Muhammad. Boykin in the paint, she's being doubled, and the shot misses in the corner to Kremser.
Yeah, Boykin a dominating post presence.
And
you get the shot clock violation there. You see them going right back to her. She's going to be the centerpiece of the offense today.
Yeah, she got it up, but not in time. So it remains 4-3 here with less than 6 minutes left in the first quarter. Rainey to Sakamoto. Denies the screen. She's going to drive it and is blocked. Denied by number 5, Laura Desai. Here's Muhammad driving, gets the pass out to the wing. Thought about it. Here's Boykin calling for the ball. She's going to drive, and it's denied. Owl called there. Boykin's going to be heading to the line and is going to be able to take the lead for Marlborough. First one rattles in twice off the rim, and now we're tied at 4 apiece. Second one is good as well. And Layla Boykin gets this offense running early. Rainey to Sakamoto. Pass is tipped. Another great defensive play by Desai, who has been trouble. Off the glass there, no good from the mid-range, and heavy defense there after the Cats. They've got a 4-on-3 advantage, and they're going to take it away after the missed layup there. Probably could have used a pass there with the advantage.
Yeah, we played off at 2 feet. Worley had a huge size advantage down low and just kind of took a wild shot, chucking the ball up at the hoop.
Boykin working against Rainey. She's being doubled now. Gets the pass off up top. Now here's Muhammad. gets the wing three off, and it is perfect. And now 8-4 early with 4.5 to go in the first quarter. Here's Rainey. Over to Shiloh Johnson. Pass goes inside, called on Boykin.
Boykin definitely going to be something you're going to keep an eye on as she gets fouls. Here comes Morgan Litt checking into the game, just coming back from a knee injury. She's going to have limited minutes, but should make a big impact in those minutes she does play.
Yeah, you'll notice that compress kind of sleeve there on her left knee. Off the right side of the rim, no good from Worley this time. Euro step off the right side of the iron. It's not good. Jump ball. And it's really tough defense from Boykin. And now the arrow's going to point their way, but this time the jump ball did go for Windward. Here comes Rainey. Over to Litt on the wing. Back up to Rainey. Back to Litt. And now that's tipped away. That pass goes away. Now Muhammad up top. She's going to drive. Gets a cross-court pass off to Desai. Now here's Boykin driving, being double-teamed. Gets a pass off and a jump ball again. It's been very aggressive early, especially when the senior Boykin is involved, as the arrow has switched sides multiple times. Rebound there off the miss by Worley. She has been busy in these first few minutes. And now here's Rainey. Mid-range jumper is money. 3.5 to go, and now 6-8 the score. Amir Muhammad, who has been directing traffic for these opening minutes with the ball. Now here's Desai. Back up to Muhammad. Great defense here from Windward as they double the person with the ball consistently here. As Marlborough has had to make cross-court passes. That ball jarred free. Litt with the rebound, but a travel immediately as she gained possession. The travel call. And now Marlborough ball.
Still got to like it if you're Coach Dixon there. Litt with a rebound, a steal, a lot of hustle plays so far.
And now here's Boykin. Turning around into the corner. Muhammad, she's made one already, and she does it again. And a defensive steal. A 3-on-3. Muhammad from three again, and it's good. The defensive steal heads up by Marlborough, and they now lead by 8. Off the glass, gets the foul. Rainey fell hard there, but seems that she's fine. She's going to head to the line on the shooting foul for 2.
You know, this is a time where you don't want to see Karis to try and start doing everything on her own early in the ball game. Still run your sets. You don't need to put the team yet.
First shot is good. Rainey, like I said earlier, 31st on the ESPN Super 60 and first team All Gold Coast League last year. An absolute stud for this Windward team. Offers from all over the country. Here's Muhammad at the logo. Directing traffic. Here's Ballou on the wing. Inside to Boykin. Corner. She's going to take the three, and it misses. Almost got the rebound offensively from Marlborough, but it's Windward taking it the other way from the elbow. No good. Offensive rebound. They put it back up, and another foul.
And it seems like the shot clock on this left end just went completely out strangely. And now it's back on. Just mind of its own down here.
First one misses from Worley. She and Karis Rainey have been very busy in these opening few possessions. Second one misses as well. 8-14 remains the score. Here's Boykin at the top of the key. She's going to drive, almost loses it. Great defense by Rainey. Pivot, and an offensive foul by Boykin as she gets her second foul called on her in this opening quarter. And if the Cats can take her out of the game, and they do, as she's in foul trouble early, they're going to go to Chloe Tostado, the junior guard. So you sub out the power forward for a guard. So now the size advantage probably moving Windward's way. Top of the key, 3 is no good. Tipped around, 11 from short range is no good. Rainey almost had the offensive rebound but loses possession. Whistle blown, timeout, Mustangs. So, clock isn't even running here, but Mohammed,
Coach Evans again fell asleep with no clock. 2 games in a row that
ouch.
The Frosh coach, Matt Evans, has messed up with the clock. We need a new guy for your next doubleheader.
Yeah, falling asleep at them. All right, 1:05 to go. Here's Desai up top. Almost gets the ball jarred free, whistle blown. Foul on Johnson as Sakamoto makes her way into the game, taking Johnson out, who has been very physical so far to match the intensity of Layla Boykin. Mohammed gets up there, but it's no good. Rebound by Litt. She's going to try to drive this one, and now it's going to have to be slowed down. Sakamoto thought about it. Now here's Worley off the glass. It almost went in. Rebound by Rainey. Goes up, puts it in, and one. 41 and a half seconds to go in the period. And Windward, who was down 6-14 just a few moments ago, now makes it a one-possession game.
Yeah, not too surprising if the second Boykin comes out of the game. Rainey starts taking over inside. Expect her to keep going to the rim.
Mohammed layup misses again. Tried to get it from behind, and she's going to get a foul called on her as well. That's their 6th team foul in the first quarter. It's going to be that kind of day.
Yeah, that's tough. The defense definitely was clearly going to be aggressive from the tip when they came out and just immediately double-teamed Karis. But definitely going to need to start moving their feet a little better in order to not start losing players as this game goes on.
First one is good from Rainey, and not a lot of substitutions made by the Mustangs. You got to wonder how deep into the rotation they're willing to go into. I mean, only 8 people are suited up today for them, so it's not like they have much depth to go to in the first place. 20 seconds to go, shot clock 2 seconds ahead of the game clock. Off the glass there from Mohammed, this time is good, and now 16-13 the score.
And Mohammed really has been impressive. 11 points now in the first half is Worley gets the charge.
It's Tostado who draws the charge there. Mohammed has been directing the floor, gets it off the glass, and it rattles in and out. Windward almost gives up a bucket there at the end of the quarter, but it's 13-16, just a one-possession game after a quarter.
Yeah, 9 points from Rainey, 4 by Worley. No one else for the Wildcats. They're going to have to get some help. You know they're going to command a lot of attention in the paint, but Levine and Sakamoto are going to need to help space the floor and get some 3 balls off, keep them contested in this game. But obviously the major storyline, 2 early fouls for Boykin. Huge, drastic change in size with her out of the game. So we'll see what kind of adjustments Coach Dante makes going into this second period.
It looks like the senior for Windward, Juliana Samarge, shows up in the back door.
Oh, she did.
She's
I didn't
tying
even
her
notice it.
shoes
I saw
on the
looks
bench.
Jack was giving me, but I don't know where Juliana must have been before this. She is, I believe, a 4 or 5 sport athlete here at Windward. Basically, every girls' sport that is offered, Juliana plays. Girls flag football, track and field, volleyball as well.
Wow.
But Juliana is here and going to provide some much-needed depth.
Worley gets that one to go off the glass, and they have the – no, they don't. They're behind by 1, 15-16, 7:40 to go. Whistle blown here. As it seems like the court might be slick here. Might need to get it cleaned up.
Or has Coach Matt had another boo-boo? It's unclear.
Seems like
they're having some kind of clock issue. It seems the shot clock isn't resetting somehow.
Huh.
And there it went right now. That's definitely interesting and something to keep an eye on. I know the game clock, obviously, the refs could keep, but I'm not quite sure what you would do if the shot clock just stopped working. It seems to be freezing now. It just stopped at 24. This is an interesting predicament for Coach Dante Dixon's very first home game.
It was the shot clock on the end there went off, blacked out earlier on, and now it's back on. But it seems both shot clocks on both ends. The shot clock is stuck at 24.
Hopefully it's Coach Gay to the rescue right here.
And there's going to be
it's going to be a timeout on the floor.
Yeah, a bit of a referee timeout. 15-16 is the score. Windward is down by 1, and the kind of surprise story. Going into the game, we thought the senior Juliana Samarge was not going to be here, and that Windward would be playing a few people short. But then she laces up here early in the second quarter as they reset the scoreboard. And she now sits on the bench as she's stretching, as it seems like she just showed up. And you mentioned how she does multiple sports. She must have probably come from a practice or game.
Somewhere. My eyes are still on the clock right now and seeing what they can do. They gave it the good old hit the power button off and on. And it seems it hasn't fixed the problem yet, though.
Well, if they do have to go to a no shot clock situation, as they do hit the power off.
It would be interesting. I know we have some backup scoreboards for middle school. I'm not 100% sure if you can keep a shot clock on there as well. I guess you could continuously reset it, but this is absolutely a new one. You see right now the clock's running and the shot clock is not. And it seems like they have it. We'll see.
Yeah, we're going to return to play here. Whether The shot clock will be on or not remains a mystery. It's going to be Desai on the inbound to Muhammad, and it looks like it's working just fine.
Well, we will see. Knock on wood.
Muhammad, she's been busy. She's going to drive to the lane, and it's denied. Stolen. It's jarred loose. Here comes Rainey over to Lit on the high wing. Pass is deflected. Rainey gains it back. In the corner, here's Worley. Over to Sakamoto. Up on the logo to Rainey. Directing traffic, getting Worley and the paint. Spins off the, it's off the rim, off the short side, and it's no good.
Yeah, that was a nice ISO touch in the paint for Worley, spinning to her strong hand. Just didn't get it to fall.
And it's blocked. Going the Mustangs' way, but a great block and a few steals and blocks coming on the last few possessions from the Cats, as they have been aggressive on defense. In the corner, now up top to Muhammad. Here's Desai from the wing, bounces off the front of the rim and then off the glass. It's no good. Here's Levine, then inside to Rainey. And it's off the glass, no good. Get an offensive rebound, rattles around and goes in.
And you can see it so far. Morgan Litt is just one of those players that's in the right place at the right time consistently, as Rainey gets kind of a ticky-tacky foul there.
Yeah, it seems like fouls are going to be a big contributing factor to this game on both sides of the ball. Number 42 for Marlborough, Layla Boykin, was a force to be reckoned with in the first quarter, but got 2 fouls called on her. So now Coach Six Johnson definitely has to keep an eye out on her minutes and on her fouls.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see when and even if Boykin comes back into the game in this first half. Good putback there. Let's see Worley's length continuing to be an asset inside.
Yeah, with not a lot of competition in the paint, she's been able to draw a number of fouls, and she's been getting a lot of shots off in the paint. First one's good. Windward now has an 18-16 lead. I believe the first time they've led today. Second one from the line, rattles in, then out, then back in. 19-16 is the lead for the Cats.
And that extends the current Wildcat run to 15-2. Remember, it was 14-6 at one point. Or excuse me, 13-2.
That one goes out. The bench for the Cats is silenced because they were right there. They say it goes their way, but the ref disagrees. It's Marlborough ball.
Coach Dante knows himself too well. He just went and sat down. He knew not to even look at the ref.
Here's Desai being double-teamed, and it's blocked, gotten discarded by Morgan Litt. And once again, another possession where it's a block or a steal or something of that nature for the Cats. Nearly an errant pass there. Rainey's going to drive, go up there. She tries to draw the contact, and no.
Yeah, I know she's looking for the contact, but I feel like she could be a little bit more control attacking that hoop. She's got such a length advantage. She doesn't need to go in full steam ahead.
The three from Marlborough is good. It's Olivia Kremser, the 5'10 sophomore, as it looks like 2 substitutions going to be made for the Cats at the next break. Litt in the corner. She's got an uncontested look, and it goes over the hoop. Sakamoto's got a look, and that one goes off the iron, off the glass from Litt. A really tough bucket. As the ball goes loose, it goes out of bounds. Syra Ramtula, and then Shiloh Johnson comes back into the game for Worley. That's the definitely the main substitution that's made here. With a wide open look, it's short from Lit. And now Muhammad, no good there. A really heavy defensive play by Lit. Rainey, it's Johnson driving to the hoop, gets it off the far end of the iron and gets it to go. This time, gets it off the glass. Karis Rainey gets it to go and one. As the run continues, timeout, Mustangs.
Yeah, and that was the poise I was looking to see from Rainey in the previous possessions. You saw her slow up, but she was like, I can play through the contact if I'm in control underneath the hoop. Really good drive there, looking for the three-point play. But Rainey now up to 11 on the ball game.
And the run has continued for Windward. They have been very dominant, and you definitely want to extend that lead as much as possible before the half, because you know that Layla Boykin, she's going to come back into the game, and it's the momentum, which is definitely a big factor here in basketball. It's probably going to move towards the Marlborough direction.
Yeah, and I would expect right now, I mean, if I was Coach Six Johnson from Marlborough, that if it's a 4-point game, I'm going to keep her on the bench for as long as possible. And I guess he thinks that now is the time to bring her back in. But, I mean, this game's still in reach. Look for the Cats to attack her right away and try and get that third foul and put her right back on the bench.
Yeah, it seems like the strategy early was double the person with the ball. And now that one goes in from Muhammad, who has been really carrying the torch for the Mustangs since Boykin left the game.
Yeah, 13 points now for Muhammad. Real Olay defense by the Wildcats there. It just looked like nobody wanted to get in her way.
Here's Ramtula in the corner. Here's Johnson up top. Now on the wing to Sakamoto, gets it off, and it's nowhere even close. It looked like it tipped. In transition, the ball, it goes to Baloo, and the foul by Ramtula.
That's a good foul by Ramtula. Baloo had an advantage with position and obviously a big height advantage down there. But that was a really bad offensive possession by the Wildcats. Just a bunch of standing around, hoping for the other player to just get something done. No off-ball motion, screens. Look for Coach Dante to get him into a structured set this next time down.
First one from Baloo is good, and the second is as well. We're tied 23 apiece with 3 minutes, 40 seconds to go. And Boykin hasn't even been involved since coming back into the game, yet they've evened it back up. Lit thought about it, but she's going to take a short-range jumper, and it's short again. It's been a consistent pattern for Lit. A lot of her shots have come up short.
Yeah, and that's no surprise. She's still getting her legs back from under her, playing these minutes. A little bit of fatigue.
Yeah, and like you mentioned, she's going to have limited minutes. And on cue, she's out of the game. Instead, here is it's Alexi Worley. Muhammad here.
Very interesting. 2-3. The Cyber Ramtula is in the middle, but now kind of an amoeba defense, jumping out to guard the ball.
Baloo, it bounces twice. It goes up in the air.
And that's going to be on Boykin, off ball, foul. She is not happy with it. Immediate sub, and there it is. Like we said, I wasn't sure that it was quite time to bring her back in. Only a 4-point game. Why not try to get to halftime? See if you can just keep it at single digits without your power forward. But now she's got 3 fouls, and who knows if she's even going to be able to start the second half.
Yeah, it's been a lot of screens since she came back, but not a lot of actual possession of the ball. And then she obviously gets that off-ball foul. That one comes up short, and it rolls around. Which way is it going? I mean, We got to have a call here. It's not like we can go to instant replay. I mean, we could go to instant replay.
He wants help, and he's going to call it that way. Interesting.
It's going to be Marlborough ball, but, I mean, definitely an unsure call from the ref here.
And this is one of those moments where I like to remind our fans that during Gold Coast League play, that we do have 3 referees for our varsity games. You're just going to see a little bit, particularly on calls like that. Really, Ramtula.
Open look, and it is green. 26-23 the score now with 2:15 to go. Corner 3 is open, and they respond with a 3 of their own. Back-to-back uncontested threes from each side of the ball.
Yeah, this first half is really making out to everything we thought it was going to be and more. I knew it was going to be a close game, 26-26 with just 2 remaining in the half.
Ramtula and Sakamoto have been trading it. Sakamoto, that one bounces twice. Worley got it back up. She gets up and travels with it. Now going the Mustang way, and it seems a few travel calls in this game, and then in the previous game for boys varsity, a few travel calls as well towards the Cats.
Yeah, I like Worley's effort there, though. That's her 3rd offensive rebound of the game so far before traveling.
Minute 35 now to go. We're tied at 26. Muhammad gets a screen. She drives, and it's an up and it's a travel as she went up. Couldn't get the shot off because just the length of Karis Rainey, it was not going to let her get that shot off. And it's a travel. In the corner, here's Worley. Inside, Johnson spins off the glass, and it rattles in and out. Johnson gonna put it up again. Bounces 4 or 5 times, but it goes in. 28-26 the score now as we move towards less than a minute to go in the half.
Relentless effort by Johnson there, getting the offensive rebound and then fighting through the defense, converging on her. Wild shot.
That one went over the backboard and call out of bounds. Sakamoto to inbound to Rainey. It's a 1-possession lead here for the Cats, but they're trying to make it more. Worley in the corner, up to Rainey, then to Ramtula. Sakamoto inside to Worley, and it's denied, sent away by Taylor Ballou. And now this game being slowed down.
Yeah, it's amazing. You could almost argue that Ballou has done a better job protecting the paint than Boykin has.
Yeah. Here's Muhammad, then to Asai, driving, and it goes off the lower end of the rim. This is going to be the last possession of the game, unless it's quick. Off the glass in it doesn't go in. Put back by Worley is no good. Now 5 seconds to go. Muhammad can get a shot off, and it's not today. No foul is called, and that does it for the first half. A back-and-forth first half at that. 28-26, Windward leads by just 2.
Yeah, that was a really dangerous play there from Worley, contesting that deep 3 as time was expiring, but getting the block, and she's been playing Robin to Karis Rainey's Batman, finishing the first half, 7 points, 6 boards, and a couple of stocks. The scorekeeper puts 10 up on the board for halftime. The Windward cheer squad is out, and that means it's a break for us. We'll be back in about 9.
All right.
And we're back.
All right, second half underway now. It's Sakamoto on the wing to Worley in the corner. Windward up 28-26. Up to Levine up top, Sakamoto, Worley, Johnson in the corner. Now up top to Levine, a lot of passing going on. Rainey from 3.
And one of the better possessions the Cats have had all day.
Windward out of the half. They are the first team to break past the 30-point mark. And there she is, Olivia Kremser makes from 3 again. And now it's just a 29-31 game.
Yeah, every time the Cats hit a 3, it seems like Kremser comes right back down and hits one of her own.
Sakamoto over to 11. Back to Sakamoto, back to 11. Now Worley on the wing. A lot of passing going on in these first few possessions. That's probably the message on the bench there at the half. And now Muhammad with a fast break layup, and we're tied again. No, okay. 29-31. 11 had a wide open look there, but didn't take it. Johnson to Rainey to Sakamoto, back to 11, looking for somewhere to pass. Here's Worley in the corner, and it's a pass over the middle to Asai, or Desai, excuse me. And now here's Boykin. Muhammad on the wing, she'll take the long 3, and it is green.
18 points now for Amira Muhammad.
Wow. Yeah. She has been on fire and has been the #1 ball handler for the Mustangs. And now a steal on defense. 31-34 as they're driving here. Boykin back up top to Ballou, and it's off the front of the rim. Now here's Worley, who is denied at the rim. Tried to get a fast break point in transition. Windward bench wants a foul, but to no avail. Morgan Litt checks in for Fiona Levin.
And they're saying it rolled off Worley too. It's going to be Mustangs ball.
Wow. So here's Muhammad being guarded by Rainey. And now a long 3 from Asai, and it is good. 37-31 now after a few incredible 3s from the Mustangs.
This is going to be an important possession for the Cats. The way this game has been going, they need a basket. They got to slow this run.
3-on-2 run here. Desai to Muhammad, who is fouled. Was she shooting? Yes, they say. So Amira Muhammad, that's the first team foul of the half. And we might see a lot of those again in this half, as there were a number in the first. Amira Muhammad gets shoot 2 now. First one's off the front of the rim. A make here can make it a 7-point game. That one's good. So now 4:58 in the third to go. Inbound to Worley, back to Rainey, and a full court press here from the Mustangs. They are trying to hold on to this lead. Litt in the corner to Sakamoto. Over to Johnson. She thought about it, but no. Here's Rainey, a long 3. Bounces off the glass and no good. Worley with an offensive rebound, but that one misses as well. Windward trying to almost respond to the full court press of their own, but they're going to doubt themselves, think twice. A screen for Muhammad. She's going to drive, and absolutely no one's there, but she misses off the right side of the backboard. Here's Litt on the pass and gets absolutely decked.
And that's a tough call. That would have been foul number 4 on Boykin. Ref seeing that both got to the ball at the same time and calls jump.
Yeah, I mean, almost a fright there as Lit wearing the compressor sleeve on the left, and it's stolen by Worley. She's got a one-on-one with the rim, and she's fouled on the way up. No, it's not a shooting foul. It's actually just going to be an inbound, and she came down hard there, grabbing her left groin area from the corner three. That one's good. Karis Rainey, timeout.
And that's a good timeout call by Coach Dante Dixon, knowing one of his players possibly being injured. Worley still grabbing her kind of abdomen. She landed hard. Trainer Wayne Northrup standing up, ready in case she needs some aid. But it doesn't seem like she's coming out of the game. Really big three ball there from Karis Rainey, cutting that 7-point lead down to 4.
Yeah, so at the break, 34-38, Marlborough leads. And definitely the goal here is to keep everyone out of foul trouble. Not one foul yet from Marlborough, as they had, I want to say, 5 fouls in that first quarter. So they've definitely turned around the scheme, definitely turned around the mindset, and it's been working out of the half.
Yeah, I don't even know if it was as much Marlborough making a change as it was the refs. It was a great backdoor cut by Ballou, Boykin playing distributor, but I mean, it seems like bodies are still on the floor every possession right now, and just less fouls have been called. But that's a huge play by Ballou to respond and possibly put it right back to 7.
Foul shot misses. It's no good. Here's Sakamoto facing the full court press. Rainey to Worley. She's driving and is fouled, it looks like, and there's some chipping going on here. These two having a conversation of words.
And that's good feel. I think Worley was already supposed to be coming out, and Coach Dixon puts her right onto the bench. They're going to talk about it. They're going to see if anything comes up.
In comes. Whoa.
Yeah.
That's her 4th personal.
And I think that's the tougher break from that play is the technical ending up being her 4th personal. I mean, you need Alexi Worley in this game right now.
Yeah, I mean, first half, she was definitely a dominating force, and now seems like she's getting pulled aside a little bit. 4 personal fouls here already in this game. How many is it to foul out?
It's just 5, so
wow.
She's on thin ice. Coach Dante is going to have to play risk-reward coming down the stretch. Still just 3.5 minutes left. Lead about to be equivalent to the biggest, or close to the biggest it's been. I believe 8 would be the biggest it has been, as Marlborough hits them both. So 42-34. And Mustangs also get the ball. They're going to have a chance to put this to double digits.
Yeah, that would be the biggest lead for Marlborough today, or for anyone today. And that would be huge, especially as late in the game as we go, and as Worley, takes a few too many steps, but no call here.
Yeah, very. I don't know how either ref didn't see that. I mean,
behind the back with the left hand off the glass, and it is in. Karis Rainey with some jelly there, 36-42. A deep 3 from Ballou is short, and rebounds lost in translation. From the wing, 3 is no good. And a rebound from Muhammad go down hard. It's going the Marlborough way, which is interesting. It looked like it went off Muhammad, but a quick inbound here. Boykin over to Ballou in the corner, and it's short. Muhammad with another offensive rebound. Less than 3 minutes to go here in this quarter. Slowing the pace now into the corner. And a travel there called.
Unbelievable that that's the travel they catch
Yeah.
and not Boykin's spinning move to the hoop. It's just,
So
Cats will
here's
take it.
Rainey to Litt, to Johnson. Driving, she's gonna do it herself. And it's good, 38-42 now. Has another tough bucket. For the Cats. And now Muhammad driving, some more Ole defense it seems from the Cats, but they get lucky, it's a miss. Here come the Cats. They're gonna take an open 3 look, and it's not, nobody home. Sakamoto's gonna take a 3, and it's no good. Johnson with a rebound. She's gonna put it up, no good. It's a busy rebound. Sakamoto for 3, it's no good again, and nearly another offensive rebound for the Cats, but here they come. A pass goes awry from Muhammad, and it was Baloo who couldn't hold on. Sakamoto gonna inbound to Rainey now. And another full court press here. Here's Sakamoto, back up to Rainey. Now Sakamoto again, a lot of passing going on, just looking for something here. Rainey gonna drive, stops, misses there. And now a long pass from Boykin to Muhammad. They've been a dynamic duo. And there's another screen for Muhammad, no good. It's a rebound by Sakamoto, she's gonna take it herself. 4-point lead for the Mustangs. Here's Rainey. She'll take another jumper, and it's off the back iron. She could have gotten that offensive rebound, and she nearly draws the charge, but no foul call there. Here's Baloo, who misses there, and Boykin gets the offensive rebound and puts it back up and in.
Refs are really letting them play right now. Contact on both ends. It seems like almost whenever a team is on offense, the bench is making a strong reaction. No team still has been able to really pull away. Just 6-point lead for Marlborough. We'll see how much time that the Cats can keep it close and get Worley back into this game.
Yeah, it feels like there has been a lot of inconsistent calls. There was, I mean, Exhibit A has got to be that travel call earlier that seemed so obvious and deep in the paint from Boykin. And then a few possessions later, a call that was definitely less obvious. Again on the Mustangs, maybe a bit of a makeup call there, as they might have realized that they had the wrong call previously, and they'll give it back to Windward, but, I mean, definitely inconsistent. Boykin's been able to stay out of foul trouble in this second half. Not one foul called against her after she had 3 in the first half. And with that, it's been a 38-44 game with a Marlborough lead. Litt into the corner, back up to Johnson on the wing. She had an open look, didn't take it. Litt over to Rainey. Ramtul in the corner, back to Rainey, the 3, and it rattles, and she gets a steal after the rebound, puts it up and rattles in and out. Foul there on Litt. She's been playing very aggressively on the opposite side. Her first personal. Tostado comes into the game for Olivia Kremser, who has been a threat from 3 range. It's Tostado who has come in for Boykin when she's been in foul trouble, but it seems like that won't be needed. Desai. Seems like she went up and down there, and then finally they make the call for the travel there. Sakamoto to Rainey, the full court press remains for the Mustangs. Pass over the middle nearly goes awry. Here's Johnson, she'll spin. It goes up and in. 40-44, the first bucket for the Cats in quite a bit. As here come the Mustangs. This could be the last possession of the quarter as the shot clock is turned off. Directing traffic is Muhammad. The screen won't work, but she's gonna drive, and she's got an open look, but it won't go. Desai nearly gets the rebound, 1 second left. Rainey, and she won't get the shot off, so it won't even matter.
It's been really confusing to see our pick and roll defense these last couple possessions. Muhammad just seems to be getting to the hoop with no contest whatsoever. No help coming off, no switch on the ball. It's concerning. If they don't slow that down, I would just go back to it every time if I were the Mustangs.
Yeah, definitely. I think it's been inconsistent on defense with lack of willing to go in and face the contact. And Muhammad, who 5'4", so it's not like, you know, you're afraid to make the contact. It just feels like a lack of heads-up play to actually go and get it and to go make the play in the paint and stop her. 4-point game as we're getting started here in the fourth quarter. Windward sticking with their guns. Morgan Litt, Syra Ramtula. It's Katie Sakamoto, and the dynamic duo today has been Karis Rainey and Shiloh Johnson.
Shiloh definitely stepping up while Alexi Worley's been on the bench in foul trouble. That was some move she just made to finish the quarter. Spinning.
Rainey, corner to Sakamoto. It rolls in and out. She's had a lot of those. Sakamoto to Rainey in the corner. She's going to drive. She's going to take a baseline jumper, and it's good. 42-44, just 20 seconds in to the fourth period. Here's Muhammad, who has been dominant. Spins to Boykin up top and gets lost almost there. Here's Tostado. Muhammad up top. Gets the pass to Boykin. Gets it off the glass. It's no good. Rainey with the rebound. She's driving here. They've got a 5-on-3 advantage. She'll take it herself, and it goes in. We're tied. Karis Rainey, it's been a DIY project for her. She's been doing it herself. Another really beautiful jumper there. Desai thought about the three there, but she didn't take it. Boykin we're not going to shoot from that far. She puts it up, no good. Shiloh Johnson gets the rebound. Here she comes, and Muhammad almost gets the steal, but it goes to Ballou instead. To Muhammad, back to Ballou, but ultimately the Cats get it back. And whistle blown, timeout, Cats, as they get possession with the tie, as they come into this quarter down 4 and make it a tie game now. 44 apiece. Windward's had the same lineup for a few minutes now throughout this fourth quarter and towards the end of the third. They're going to stay with it. Everyone, it seems, has had a bucket on this lineup for Windward. And the same goes for the Mustangs. Shiloh Johnson in long 2 range, going to back up into 3 range now. Into Litt. In the corner is Rainey. She's going to try to drive here. Gets the pass in the corner to Ramtula. She's going to take it. No good, but Johnson with a rebound. Gets a pass off to Rainey. Wing 3, no good. With another rebound from Johnson. And a foul call there. It was on Ballou. Taylor Ballou, the 5'11 senior. And it's going to be an inbound. Rainey to Johnson, up top to Ramtula. Here's Rainey. Now Sakamoto, Litt, back to Sakamoto. She's at the logo. Bounce pass to Rainey inside. She's going to take a fadeaway jumper, but no foul call there as she is on the ground. she seems hurt. As Worley is going to go to the striped timeout. As Baloo makes the basket to go. A hush has fallen over the Lewis Jackson Memorial Sports Center. Timeout, Cats, as Karis Rainey takes a little bit to...
Yeah, it seems like it was just an injury timeout to get Karis out of the game. Since she went down, she had to go down. And Karis is going to come right back in.
Yeah. So they brought in Worley, and they're going to take out Lit. So here in these final 5.5 minutes, it's going to be Worley, who has had 4 personal fouls already. It's 5 to foul out. So one more foul, she's out of the game. You probably go back to Morgan Lit here if that's needed. Johnson thought about a 3. Then to Rainey. She's going to take a jumper, and it rattles in and out. Worley with a rebound. She puts it back up and in. We're tied again, 46 apiece in this back-and-forth battle between the Cats and the Mustangs.
7 offensive rebounds now for Alexi Worley. Just unbelievable. People would be happy with 7 in a game. 7 on the offensive end is just wild.
Muhammad, a bit of an uncontested layup off the right side with the right hand. 48-46, they're going to need to respond again. Mid-range jumper is good. Karis Rainey is on fire. Here comes Laura Desai, who seems to have stayed in the game for the entirety of it. Foul called there. The bonus not in effect yet. Morgan Lit coming to the X. And Sakamoto, after committing the foul, is going to come out of the game. Here comes Morgan Lit, who you said was going to have limited minutes, but it feels like she's played as much as anyone.
It really has. They need her on the defensive end. I think that's why she's coming in right here. Look at that great ball defense.
And she falls over there. No whistle blown. Boykin picks up the pieces and puts it in. 50-48 now. Here comes Rainey.
You see, and now both teams are starting to take even more chances because they're used to the fouls.
Marlborough foul, Amira Muhammad, her 3rd personal, 2nd team foul.
3rd personal for Amira Muhammad, as she has been very aggressive on defense. Here's Worley, who got it up and is fouled on the way up. So she'll be heading to the line for 2 with the possibility to make this a tie game. Once again, we've had a number of lead changes throughout this game, and with 4.5 to go, they can tie it again.
And lucky that foul goes on Baloo and not Boykin, making it her 4th. Boykin was right there in the action too, but really, after being on the bench for so long, coming down, hitting a layup, and now back to, I jinxed myself.
Baloo misses the 2nd, so it's 49-50 with 4.5 in the 4th period. Muhammad crossing, going to the rim. She's going to take it. It's off the front of the rim. And now they've got a 5-on-3 advantage. Here comes Rainey to Ramtula on the wing for 3, and it's short. Rainey with the rebound in the corner. She's got an uncontested look, and it's no good. It rattles out. Worley with the rebound there, her 8th offensive rebound. Rainey loses the ball, no whistle. Seems like the ball was just brought loose by Muhammad, and now 49-58. 50 becomes 49-52, a 3-point game, as Baloo does it herself and goes to the rim. 3-point game. Johnson into Worley. Gets it off the glass and is fouled on the way up. She draws another foul. It feels like she's been to the line quite a few times here. She's going to shoot 2 from the charity stripe. So yeah, the call there on Boykin. That's her 4th personal. So now just 1 away from fouling out of the game, and right on cue, Tostado goes into the game, and Baloo misses that one. That could really hurt, as Tostado comes into the game now for, or no, sorry, it was Kremser coming in for Tostado. Kremser came out of the game a little while back and has made a number of threes, but Baloo misses the 2nd, and it remains a 3-point game. Muhammad directing traffic. Over to Baloo, way up top. Boykin. Muhammad thought about the three, went to Boykin at the free throw line. She's going to shoot from just a little bit ahead of it, and now a multiple possession game, 54-49, 3 minutes to go.
Yeah, that was a big play by Boykin with the pump fake and the touch right in the paint. Cats going to need to respond.
Johnson off the back iron. It's no good. And it's one of those shots where you can't tell whether we're going for the swish or the backboard. And it's just right in between, 49-54, as they can make it more points of a lead here. And Muhammad with a hard fall. She's slow to get up, and she'll be heading to the line to shoot two.
Yeah, that was a weird foul. Kind of took a hip check.
Second personal. Second team foul. Amira Muhammad to the line, shooting 2.
Sakamoto looks like she's going to check in after this first shot, but timeout before that can happen by the Mustangs.
54, and we were 49.
It feels like deep into this game, definitely both of these coaches have leaned towards the direction of sticking with their guns, going with their starters. And if you watched the boys' varsity game from before this, Windward went deep into their bench. Everyone played. Everyone got a moment or two. But it's been a different story. The Cats have definitely gone deeper into their bench than the Mustangs have. But definitely more of a starters game today.
Yeah, I mean, the Lady Cats haven't played quite as many games as the boys, so it's expected that they're still trying to get their starters major minutes. But this is a tightly competitive game right now. The boys' 20-point game by halftime, so it's no real surprise. The girls will have plenty of league games, Viewpoint, Archer, where the whole bench gets in and will get ample minutes.
So Muhammad heads to the line with 2 minutes, 46 seconds. Windward's going to have to stack up a few possessions, go on a run if they're going to want to get the win, as Muhammad misses the first. 5-point game here, and the difference between 5 and 6, it's big.
Yeah, that was a huge miss. Can't push it to a 3-possession game. Stays at 2 right here. So we'll see, but the Cats got to have some urgency.
Here comes Rainey. 2 minutes, 30 seconds to go. They got to stack a few possessions here. Sakamoto going to pull up, take a 3, and it's no good. She's missed a number of those and seemed trigger shy.
They're starting to dare the Cats to have anyone but Karis or Shiloh beat them right now, and the right strategy for Coach Six Johnson.
They look to make it a 3-possession game. Into Boykin.
They're taking this ball deep into the shot clock right now. Every second matters.
5 to shoot. Here's Boykin. 2 to shoot. She's gonna, and she won't get it up. It goes out of bounds. No one touched it other than her. So it's gonna go Windward's way with now 1 tick less than 2 minutes to go. 1 minute 59 as the shot clock goes. 6-point game. Lit. Over to Sakamoto. Worley from the line, and it goes off the back iron again.
Settling for a lot of jump shots. You'd love to see Worley catch and attack the rim a little bit from that spot.
Another empty possession for the Cats, and another opportunity for Marlborough to take advantage. Baloo, and then some great triangle play there. Boykin in the corner to decide. She thought about it. She's going to head up to the rim. Pass goes away, and it's Windward ball again. But great job by the Mustangs. They took it down all the way to 3 on the shot clock. 1 minute 21 to go. As this crowd starting to rise, starting to get louder. Johnson from 3. She'll take it, and it's money.
I was about to say that it is a must-score possession from the Cats, and on cue, Shiloh Johnson with everyone daring them to shoot their threes, cuts it to a one-possession game. And we got a barn burner here in the Lewis Jackson Memorial Sports Center.
So 1 minute and 6 seconds to go. A 3-point game. 1 timeout left for the Cats and 2 timeouts left for the Mustangs. You worry that this becomes a long 1 minute and 6 seconds if the fouls continue. But 2 players for the Mustangs, both Ballou and Boykin, are both at 4 fouls, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, well, the interesting thing is going to be if the Cats only 2, they need 3 more fouls to force the bonus and trailing. That's going to be important. So I'd expect some trapping, some aggressive D, trying to force a turnover. And if you don't get the turnover, then we're probably having a foul. But you want to start racking up those fouls sooner than later. Leave as much time left on the clock for a comeback. So they're probably going to go full court press here up until half court. If the ball gets over, then you'd see the foul.
Marlborough ball. They bring 3. It seems like they're running a bit of a full court press, but a bit shy here. Up top is Boykin into Ballou. She's got a wide open look, and it goes in. Here comes Rainey from the free throw line. It misses, and the rebound almost went to Sakamoto, but it couldn't. Worley tried to get the steal there and the trap, but it's Mustang ball. They're definitely going to go all in on the full court press. 40.2 to go as Marlborough leads by 5.
Yeah, that was very strange. Just lost a player in transition, the Cats. But
Boykin to Muhammad. She's got all day.
yeah, she's going to just dribble this out. They're going to force the fouls, like we said. It's going to become a free throw game.
So, foul there. No bonus in action yet. So it's just going to be an inbound. But definitely the goal here is to play aggressive. You have a few fouls to give.
Yeah, this is a big play. You get Alexi Worley on the ball, maybe a tip pass.
Into Muhammad. Clock isn't even running. They run it again. Whistle blown.
Windward foul on Karis Rainey, her 3rd personal.
Foul on Karis Rainey, as that play wasn't 1.4 seconds, but that's what the clock says.
They'll take everything they can get. Rainey with another foul. And now they ran it a little longer there, it seems like, to make up for it.
Personal 15 foul.
There it is, and now we're in the bonus.
So that's the 5th team foul for the Cats.
I don't know why we don't have team fouls up. The clock definitely having some.
Yeah, no, that's not right. Another issue here with the scoreboard. Referee communicating with our scorekeeper. 29.2 to go. Muhammad's going to take free throws. She's made, I would say, most of them, but she's missed a couple too. First one goes in. It's a 5-point game. A 6-point game would make it still 2 possessions, but 2 threes, which has not been the bread and butter exactly of the Cats. Timeout by Windward. They just have they just have 1 left, I believe.
Yeah, 7-point lead now for Cathedral, or excuse me, not Cathedral, Marlborough, getting our 2 purple and black teams mixed up.
Yeah.
It's funny that that's the matchup we had today. But anyway, 7-point lead for Marlborough. I mean, they're going to need to make some mistakes to lose this right now. Even if the Cats come down and hit a 3, they're going to need to be missing free throws, turning the ball over, if they're going to give the Cats a chance to claw back in. Still enough time to do it. Not saying it's over, but definitely a tough task.
So this 5, Worley, Rainey, Johnson, Sakamoto, and Litt, are going to have to be the 5. They're going to have to come back from a 7-point deficit It's going to be Worley to inbound. 29.2 to go. You want to play aggressive, but not too aggressive if you're Marlborough. 27 seconds to go. Worley's going to drive. She's going to get off the glass, and it's too much. Off the front of the rim, 19 seconds to go. They're going to have to foul.
And this is going to be Worley out of the game unless they put this on Karis over there.
And they do put it on Worley. In comes Ramtula. As I don't know if she knows, but Alexi Worley, she has fouled out of the game. And definitely getting some appreciation here from the bench as she fought very hard today in this effort.
Your Cats going to be a little disappointed coming up short here. We got to remember they're still not on at full strength. They got transfer Angelina Habis coming in from Chaminade in the sit-out period right now. She's committed to Princeton, so that's going to be an enormous boost that they get back during the holiday tournament in Las Vegas.
Here's Rainey trying to salvage what's left. The layup goes in. Running clock with 8 seconds left. 6 seconds. Lit will foul. Audience here from Marlborough wants it to be a little bit more than just your classic foul. 4.2 seconds left, 6-point game. The numbers just don't add up for the Cats.
Yeah, a little bit of a frustration play by Morgan Litt. Knowing her, she definitely didn't mean anything by that. But it's been a testy contest, as it should. We thought it was going to be. 4 seconds left, and Cats just coming up just short here, but still a strong showing in this home opener. Marlborough definitely not some team to take lightly.
Second one goes in. 3 seconds to go. Rainey, she's going to take a three, and it is no good. So Marlborough comes in and weathers the Windward Storm. 61-54 the final, as it's Amira Muhammad and Layla Boykin, as well as Taylor Ballou as the third option, who get this done in what was a tie for quite a bit. And then going into the fourth, Windward just could not hold on. It's a Marlborough victory.
Yeah, it's going to be one of those learning experiences for the Cats, but you'd rather it happen in a non-league game than a league game. League's what really matters at the end of the day, as long as you're learning lessons here and getting ready for Brentwood, which in terms of the girls, that's it. It's Wildcats versus Eagles, and when it comes to the league championship, hopefully they'll be ready. All right, friends. Well, for those of you who joined us, thanks for sticking through some visual difficulties. We'll make sure to get that fixed for our Friday game.